That's not good. Going into reverse, it's grinding. You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. Best thing about cold weather, it freezes my mud pit pad, so I'm no longer walking it. I went to Staples yesterday. I went all over the place actually. Packing tape, CVS, got some pizza. Everybody commented on how my boots were absolutely covered in mud. Yeah, this was all a mud pit. What are you doing? So today, we know this runs. We got some things to button up on the motor. I really got to see why this transmission feels like it's stuck in reverse. Taking this apart back doesn't concern me as much, but it's still not something I really want to be doing. But if it got jammed in reverse when it had a clutch issue and they were fighting it back and forth, then that's what we're going to have to do. But I'm really hoping that I can get it to move and pop it back out of reverse, and that they just jammed it in when the clutch wouldn't release. We will see, right? But appreciate you guys watching along for this. My goal is get this done, get it on the chisel plows, and get back into manure hauling. Last night when I looked at the weather, it said Friday was going to get 6 to 9 inches, and then it changed to 10 inches, 9 to 10 inches. And this morning it's at less than 1. So weatherman really doesn't know what's going on, which is normal. But that worries me because we got to get hauling. I hate hauling manure in the freezing cold too. At least the ground usually freezes up some, but then we got to chisel plow it in. So it's like it's not the best thing, it's not the worst thing, but when manure pumps have to get drained every night so they don't freeze, it's not that much fun. But, alrighty, let's get this thing figured out. I went ahead and popped this cover off. I wish I had washed this before. We're gonna have to change all the oil out just because of dirt getting in it. So I popped that off, and glad I did. I'll go on the other side and I'll show you guys. Always something. So it either failed or it was getting forced. But you can see there's some wear on that reverse gear, so it wasn't going all the way in, so somebody was forcing it. But that whole top corner is cracked. That's all missing, so that's in the bottom of the pan somewhere. I'm getting dirt in here, which I don't like. So yeah, that has to get replaced because it was popped out, so it was fighting itself. We'll go look at my spare transmission, see if I got that. That's not too bad to replace. It's got a few. So this bolt has a spring holder in it, so you take that, you loosen that up. Otherwise, when you take it out, it pops all of it out. And then you take this bolt out and you pry that out, and then you can switch it. So that's more of a pain. Yeah. But that was my issue. So now everything moves properly. But alrighty, let's go see what I got. If you're new to the channel, you'll know I switched that transmission out when I had rear end issues. So this transmission has a junk rear end in it. Destroyed. The whole bottom shaft. The whole ring gear, pinion. But I got a box full of goodies. So I got that's like a brand new shift collar, which is cool. That's what I need. So as you see, that one's not all split off. That one looks good. Just take that bolt out. Take this out of the way. I had the cover on so it stays clean even though the whole front's open. But yeah, I got a box full of goodies. I got a cross shaft for the chopper. More chopper parts in there. That's for a pump. That's not me. But, alrighty, pop this off and get that switched out. Yes, I got an adjustable wrench. I wasn't going to run around and do all sorts of things. Plus, I know it's not in there that tight. And I got room when I go out back. We'll get the right one because it's very tight in there. You gotta have part supply on hand for making sure you keep these old girls running. Come on. There we go. There we go. So this one I got no springs in that hole. The springs a little lock detent that holds it in each spot. So as you see, a little wear, nothing too crazy. Go switch the other one out. You gotta hold on to what would seem like junk to some, but stuff that's destroyed. So the top rocker housing's good. This whole back piece is good. There's a lot of, well, clearly we're using it for parts. I got very lucky. I bought that used transmission that's in the tractor now from Randy Griffin for $500. Bought everything for $1,000. And that part alone probably paid for half the transmission. So, even though we switched it out, I do think it was operator error why it broke off. You can't force these transmissions to do things. You got to be gentle with them. But that's water under the bridge, and we'll switch this. It's easy enough. Came right out. Just got to make sure you put it in the right spot because that is based on how it turns. But now I got this loosened up so the spring's out of it. So we will pull this right, hopefully up. I might need two hands for this. I'll pull this out and then I'll get the other one in there. There we go. Alrighty. I never even noticed. There's a little triangle there. There's a little triangle right there. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera. Might be blurry, but there's one there. There's one there. A little arrow. Learning things. Always learning things. So, old part that is broke off, so that's sitting in the bottom of the case somewhere. New part, not broke off. So what I think was happening was when the clutch was acting up at the end there, they were jamming it in reverse and it was fighting, and it just, that's where the pin sits for reverse, so it fought itself. It happens. It's, yeah, but glad I have it. We can switch it out. Should be good. I'm glad I popped this cover off. I was nervous that something had broke off, that something was jammed. This is probably the best one because if not, these shafts that go across right here, so there's one here, there's one down below, and then there's another one way below. I think there's three of them. To get those shafts out to work on any of that, you got to split right here, which isn't that bad. You take these rods off, you flip your hydraulic lines out of your way, and you slide it back. It's just not that much fun. So, much rather be able to do it without splitting it. So on any other series of these tractors, the early 20 series, that transmission, your cab, if it had a cab, or the platform would be over that. So yeah, you'd have to take the cab off to get into stuff like that if it had a cab, which I like cabs. Even though they're not the best cabs, I like them. It's good when it gets cold and you're still working. So that's back together. Put everything back on. We're tight there. I still got to change the high-low cable. I have it. It just runs up underneath the cab. It's a two-person job. Yeah, it's a 2-person job and I just haven't got around to it. GoPro batteries in the cold are absolutely horrible. I just started the van to heat up the batteries because I had a full battery and it started saying it was dead. So we are all hooked up now. Transmission's back, good to go. The only thing left, other than the cosmetic stuff and stuff up top there, is the U-joint for the front drive shaft. So we got to do that, which means I don't know if I can spin it. I don't think I can spin it. Yeah, if I put it in neutral, no, because it pulls on the back. So it might take a second person so I can line that up, or multiple tries back and forth just a little bit. But what I'm gonna do is get this started, make sure this shifts properly through everything. I got the blocks underneath it still, so we got to go in reverse to get those out. And then we'll start putting together the top. We need to put coolant in, basically intake, hood, and exhaust. And then hopefully, and then everything will be good, and we will hook this up to the chisel plows and it will be ready to rock and roll. So I do want to drain this oil out after it runs a little bit because there was dirt and debris that fell in. I should have pressure washed this all before, but pressure washing it when it's 30 degrees out is probably not ideal when I'm going to work on it. We'll all get a bath after we're done with tillage work. Everything's getting a bath. The chopper's actually really clean. Probably just a quick blow down, move some stuff out of the way because we did wash it prior. And then that will be good. But otherwise, everything I have needs a bath. All the tankers, this, the Mac. This. What are you doing? You in the mud now? Starting to soften up? Yeah, you a good boy. You having a good day? So, alrighty. Let's see what we can get into now. That's not good. Going into reverse, it's grinding. Like it's slipping past it. Clutch works right. Transmission has issues. Whoa! This thing fights me. Yeah, I'm gonna be the only one running this from now on out, because I shouldn't have two issues right now, and it's bothering me that I do. So I got forward, but I don't have reverse. It's just spinning on that collar. So either that collar's bad, that gear looks pretty bad. Yeah, so I guess I better get the rest of the stuff on the front on, and then we'll pull it out front on the pavement, and I'll split the back out, and we'll have to take that top shaft out and fix what's wrong with it. That's just annoying. So what we got to do is take all the rocker off, take the arms off, take the hydraulic lines up and out of the way, and then yeah, slide it back. Not exactly what I want to be doing right now, but I'm gonna cut this video short. I don't know if I'll keep working on this or not. If I do, eventually I'll be working on it, but I'm getting pretty frustrated. So appreciate you guys watching. We got some progress done, but not much. But I guess we will have to split the back. So I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.